guys, it's Ari here. I know I haven't made a video in so long. I've been really just giving a lot of attention to our clients. So I wanted to make a video, and the reason I'm whispering is because the baby's asleep, but I wanted to make a really quick video on, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook or wherever the heck you probably found my YouTube page from. We started sleep training Aviel a few weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, and he ended up getting sick, and I thought it was just like like a small flu or something. It happened to be that he actually had bronchitis, so it was a good thing that we went to the ER really late 3 weeks ago on a Saturday. Anyway, and then I got sick, so then the whole sleep training kind of went out the window because we couldn't do it when he was sick. But when we did start, all I would always hear about was CIO, which is cry it out method. And I've heard that it's successful and that it works for people. I did a lot of research because Aviel doesn't sleep through the night. Well, he didn't. He would wake up every single hour, and I didn't know if he was hungry, but I would just give him a bottle. And then when I would give him a bottle, he would have gas, and then he would cry because he had gas. It was just like a mess, and I was so drained. Like, I literally wanted to kill somebody. My energy was good, I was positive, but I was so tired every single day. And my husband works overnight, so he'd come home and sleep, and we were all tired. Like, Aviel was tired, I was tired, Abdul was tired. It was just a hot mess. So I was like, we need to do something. And sleep training, I've heard sleep training and all this stuff. So then we started sleep training him, and the first thing that I thought of, because I didn't know that there's other methods, was a cried out method. And we did that, and it was hell. Look, that's all I'm gonna say. That's it. I don't know if the cried out method was for him or for me, because I was crying. It was crazy. And I tried it twice, and it didn't feel right to me. It just felt like, I don't know, it was just really sad, to see your child, he's freaking screaming and yelling, and then they say, well, whatever method I tried to do, it was like, let him cry for 5 minutes and then leave the room, then come back in 10 minutes and then leave the room, and then come back in 15. So you go in increments of 5. I don't know if I did it right, whatever. The point is that I could not go through with this, so screw that. There has to be a different method. And then I heard about the no tears method, which I thought was I didn't even know it was real. But I guess there is a book, and I did not buy the book. I just did a lot of research. I don't like to read. I don't like to read books. I just know that I don't like to read. I'm not a big reader. Like a book, I always get sleepy. Anyways, that's a different story. So I didn't want to do I didn't really care to buy the book, so I did a little bit of research. I did YouTube, and then I Googled. I did tons of research, and I guess the point of and maybe this isn't even the method. Maybe I just created my own. Whatever, but it took no tears. So what I did is, literally, thanks to a friend of mine, she gave me a kind of like a schedule, because she's a babysitter. So she gave me a schedule on how she had the twins that she was taking care of, how she had them in a schedule. And I said, okay, cool. And my routine for the last 6 months has not been on a schedule. It's kind of just crazy, because I work from home, and I have clients, and I have to go to workouts, and I have calls, and and then Aviel cries, and I kind of just attend him, when he wants it. I drop everything else. So then I started, okay, we have to put him on a schedule. And I don't want to make this video too long, because I get bored when people talk for so long, so I'm trying to make it really, really fast so you guys can get some good information. So we started sleep training him with a no cry method, or no tears method. And basically it's every time that the baby starts crying, instead of letting them cry, which is the other method, you soothe them and you let them know, I'm here and it's okay, and mommy's here and you're gonna be okay. So even if you have to rock them, even if you have to feed them, even if whatever it is, and it's kind of like what I was doing beforehand. Um, but now it was on a schedule. So now it's it's like clockwork. He's like starting to get tired at 6 every day. This guy's up. Hold on. Okay, so um, this is Abiel. So at 6 every single night, he is already winding down. When he starts, scratching his eyes or, doing like certain coos, I know that he's tired. So at 6 p.m., I know that he's getting there. So we do, and maybe this is early. I mean, if I'm just grateful that he's sleeping at a certain time. He's sleeping throughout the night. So at 5 o'clock we start. That's his dinner time, and I would suggest the same time that you're having dinner, so that you create a healthy flow from your family, including the baby, is to have dinner at the same time. So um, thankfully, sometimes it's just easier for us to make our shake and then we'll feed him. So 5 o'clock is dinner and we feed him, and then 5:30. I would say 5 or 5:30, and then 5:30 or 6. Then we're starting to run the bath for his bath, and then I do use like a lavender scent because that's known to like calm. And then so I give him a really quick bath. And then I'm religiously playing white noise, because he knows that when the white noise comes on, it's time for him to start closing his eyes. So, and then so white noise, and then what I do is I'm on the rocking chair with him, and there's like little certain things that I know he's going down. So he'll catch something up, like his eyes will kind of be looking up at something. And I was reading, and I don't know if this is true, but that when a baby is kind of like looking up but not like too far up where they have to move their head, but just kind of up where their eyes are, when they catch something and they stare at it for a long time, they get bored and then they start getting sleepy. And I've noticed with him, he does that. As soon as he catches something, and it's usually like the blinds at the top, he'll just stare at it and he'll start just kind of closing his eyes. And I mean, 98% of the time he's asleep by 7. There's been 1 or 2 nights where he doesn't go to sleep, and it's usually like 8, and it's perfect because he knows now. So he goes to sleep like at 6:37, and he doesn't wake up till like, depending, he wakes up at like 5:30, 5:36, which I'm fine with. I'd rather wake up early than like have him waking up every single hour, because that's just a mess. And then of course, he is still waking up throughout the night because he's hungry. So he'll go to sleep at like 6:30, and at 11 he'll be asleep, but he's crying, and it's because he's hungry. So I know that 6:30, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. Yeah, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in 5 hours he'll be hungry. And that's pretty much like usually how far they can go. From what I've read, they can do 5 to 6 hours where they start getting hungry, and then again, I know that the next time he's gonna wake up, he's gonna ask for a bottle, and it's perfect. So now, then he wakes. Then I give him his bottle, and then at like 8 in the morning, that's when we get the day started, and I make him his breakfast, followed by his bottle. He plays a little bit at like. And then in a little bit, then he'll go into his nap, and then he'll come play. I give him a bottle, and then like at 11 he'll start winding down, and he takes another nap, and then again at 2:30, 3 he'll take another nap, and then at 6 then he'll be ready to go to sleep for the night. So yeah, the no tears method has worked. It was a little bit of a you know, it is a commitment, because every time that they say don't pick them up unless like they really start crying. So at first, you know, we would tap him, say it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, we're here, and then he'd go back to sleep, and then he like rebelled, and then he wasn't okay with that. So then I would pick him up and then just rock him and like let him know it's okay, you're okay. And if that didn't work, because I don't want him to cry too long, so then I would put the bottle, so now he knows that like I'm not always gonna give him the bottle, because I rock him and he's soothed, but now I also know when he's hungry at a certain time. So it's perfect. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my days are so much better. I'm so much happier. I mean, I was happier before, but like, and he has so much energy. He's so hyper all the time. And he's fun because he's rested. He feels good. So I hope this kind of helps people out. If you have any questions, I'll just kind of give you an idea of what I did. Sorry about the long video, but I hope I gave you some good information so you can go freaking sleep, man. A mom with no sleep is crazy out there in the world. All right, talk to you guys later.